This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Right there, 54 miles. Gun.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's into the clear. 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, he's going to float this over. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. This is Carson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
14. Right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Wilson. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. My Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott, complete to Jason Witten. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. We're going to 53. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check. Here we go, 47.
Prescott on first down. Completes it to Jason Witten. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
50 Mike, 50
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. Check pass.
First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Prescott down. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now it's Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Here's Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On second down now, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3. How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 33.
He did an all-out
blitz. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it. And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it off them.
I hate this.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. On first down, Carson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K.J. Wright picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
We're going to 53.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57. Under. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 57's the mic. Watch 57. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Check. Check 26. Check 26. Here we go, 46. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He finds some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
And now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 13.
They'll try the left side. Carson, and a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. They run for it with Carson, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Time to go. Night.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On second down now. It's Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I'm here all day.
47.
57's Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. Cooper was the target there.
Check 53.
They start the drive with Lynch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. On third down, they go Lynch. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
That's it, baby.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big time.